Bret Michaels is positive that the other members of Poison are going to work everything out to be back on the road in 2026. This is the Rock and Roll Weatherman. My name is Sean Morrison, and he made this comment on a new Facebook Live video where he spoke about his recent comment that Poison will likely embark on a tour in 2026, celebrating the 40th anniversary of the band's debut album, Look What the Cat Dragged In. If that does happen, that's pretty cool. Will be played in its entirety. That's another thing. And then I'll have this in my Mr. Morrison weekly music news report about drummer Ricky Rocket, because now he put together another band which features one guy. His name is Mick Swader. He's a guitar player. He was in the classic lineup of the Bullet Boys. For that, you know, if those are asking who are they, they're the ones that sing that song "Smooth Up In You" that really I can't stand.
Ugh.
But it has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with Mick Swader. But I'm just saying that's the guy's name. And now getting back to what Bret said, he says he knows that a lot of people are wondering, and he's trying to clear up any confusion. He says 25 is going to be an awesome year. We're going to pick out some special dates with his solo band, and then he says he's going to do his best to a little R&R, take care of his diabetes, which could just use a tune-up. That's it, and other things that we're going through right now. And all's going to be great. He's keeping positive, and some great family time to have some fun, but still doing some select shows. And then 26, if all goes great, with all the moving parts with Cece and Bobby and Ricky and himself, he's positive everything is going to work out so they can go on tour in 2026. Friends, if you're not subscribed to the Sean Morrison YouTube channel, please do so. Everyone else out to subscribe. We thank you much for the continued love, honor, and support. It is greatly appreciated. That means if Bret Michaels goes out on tour in 2026, he's going to be 65, believe it or not. And these guys were in their 20s when Look What the Cat Dragged In. It just seems like yesterday. If you know what I'm saying. But seriously, everyone, that's what Bret Michaels did say. And then he did he say anything else? Janaki is in the studio right now.
Yes.
Listening to Mr. Morrison.
Hello.
He does say hello. Regarding what Poison's tour in 2026 might look like, Bret said his feeling is 40 great limited dates. 40 great limited dates make them incredible. I'll be dead honest, I don't know how many dates the other tours are over the years, but I wish they'd put some 80s bands on there, but if they're not major draws where they're going to sell tickets, I guess they won't, but you never know. Remember in 1999 when CC returned to the band, and Janaki, you're going to crack up at this one.
Mm-hmm.
LA Guns, I believe, opened LA Guns was on this tour, right?
Right.
With Jizzy Pearl singing, and he's the guy that's from Love Hate that sings now with Quiet Riot.
Yeah.
So he was on that tour because they had an album called Shrinking Violet, and then the classic line of LA Guns got together a few months later. It was kind of crazy, but I remember them opening the show. There was a few other bands. I'll have to look up to see who toured with them because it's been so long. I honestly forgot. One good benefit was the tickets were only $29. I wish they'd go back to those days and keep a reasonable ticket price, maybe $8.60. My nephew Tommy always has 1986 in his mind. And then he says it'll be 4 years since their last time they toured is the stadium tour. And if they go on 26, it'll be 40-year anniversary party golf 4.0. Oh, brother. Hopefully, they're like a band of brothers. They also love each other. Yes, we understand that. And hopefully, there's something new because they say they don't know if they can get in the studio and write a new song. Honestly, even if it's one song, how long does it take to write a fucking song? I mean, if Bret Michaels can go write the song, and I mean, these guys share publishing, and so I don't think there's anything to do with that because they're all. It's not that they need the money because they get money from publishing on all their songs almost all the time.
Right.
And some sales, but come on. You know.
Well, when they do a song, do they all take part in writing it together?
You know what? That's a very good question. I'd have to go look that up because different songs. It could be written by him. Could I honestly
Right,
don't remember offhand.
I thought that Brett did most of the writing, but maybe
Yeah,
I'm wondering if they do it together.
yeah,
Is it because collectively it's hard? That part is hard for them to work together. Maybe I don't know.
that could be possible. Sometimes they all have like what's called equal what they do equal shares with the royalties and all that.
Right.
You know, where they share publishing and
Yeah.
you know, and I don't know if that was the thing with Daryl Hall and John Oates when one wanted to sell the catalog and then the other didn't.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that.
Sad what happened with those two. Yeah.
Now getting into something else. To answer to Janaki's question, I looked at the first Poison album. Look what the Cat dragged in.
Yeah.
All tracks written by Brett Michaels, CeCe DeVille, Bobby Dahl, and Ricky Rocket.
Yeah,
So
I have a feeling collectively for them to collaborate together. I think it has something to do
true.
with the work ethic.
And then I think that's how it does the equal publishing and all that. And then you go to open up and say and yes, I know that this went into something else on the video, friends, but Janaki brought it to my attention. The same thing on the second album. They're all listed as co-writers, except for the song, their version of Your Mama Don't Dance, because obviously Loggins and Messina wrote that one.
I think that performing is one thing for them, but to
Yes.
sit down and have to collaborate and
Yeah.
write, so I think maybe they're butt heads too much, maybe. Just
It could be. A lot of it happened. Flesh and Blood was the same thing. And then they had the live. Then they had the live album, and the songs will tell me why. I'm just wondering, because I'm getting some information here while I'm talking to everybody. I didn't mean to make this a long video, but hey, it happens. People might want to listen. And then you got the songs will tell me why, which was on one of their live albums. And I wonder who has the co-writing on this one. Yep, they all have. Let's see, Bobby Dahl, Brett Michaels, Ricky Rocket, and oh God, and Bruce Anthony Johansson, which I believe is the real name of CeCe DeVille.
Oh.
But why would he use his real name there? I really don't know. And and then we're gonna stop at the Native Tongue album. That was the album that was without CeCe DeVille, because there was two albums that were without CeCe DeVille. That was one of them. And then the other,
He left what because of.
he had his own personal problems and everything.
Okay.
And on that album, Native Tongue, Brett Michaels, Bobby Dahl, Ricky Rocket, and Richie Kotzen, the guy that played guitar at the time, got the writing credits.
Oh.
Then there was the Poison Greatest Hits that came out in 1986 to 1996 for the 10-year anniversary. Then when they go to Crack a Smile and More, and then I'm going to stop there on this because they had unreleased stuff here and there. Brett, there was a song, Best Thing You Ever Had, which even Brett Michaels, Bobby Dahl, Ricky Rocket, and Blue Saratino have writing credits on it, but Ricky Rocket doesn't. Some songs have, but somebody doesn't have writing credits on so many songs, and it's confusing me. But you know what? I don't have time to drive myself nuts. I think some of these songs, because CeCe DeVille wasn't on the album. I'm a fucking idiot. I know, friends. In all seriousness, I didn't mean to jump off the subject with talking about other stuff here about Brett. Brett Michaels definitely feels the Poison's going to return to the road. Yeah, things will work out. If they only make it 40 dates, that's one thing. But more than likely, I'm figuring it's only going to be in the United States. Hopefully they do play Canada. Who knows? I don't know. I honestly don't know what their popularity in Canada is or other countries. But, if they're going to play a couple, maybe it costs too much to go to the other countries. You never know. Because touring is expensive these days. It does suck and all.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully Poison brings out a couple of good bands. I mean, last time we saw them, they had Pop Evil and Cheap Trick. That was cool to do. I know
was cool, yeah.
it was a little different and everything, but like I like to see them. Like, too bad, most of them all ain't together anymore. You could bring Tom Kiefer out, Stephen Pearcy from Rap, but Who knows if they want
That would be cool.
That
Yeah.
would be cool too, but I'm not really a fan of Tom Kiefer's solo stuff as much. But who knows what they'll do? Or I'm thinking maybe if they're touring in certain markets, maybe bring a hair metal act that's from a certain area. Like, I'm just using Lily Knights as an example because they're from Louisiana. If they're playing Louisiana, have them open the show. You go to California and then you have one of the not pretty. Oh God, could you picture Pretty Boy Floyd opening for Poison in California? That I can't see happening, but you never know. Each town have a different. Whatever town you're in, if there's a hair metal band from that town, I say have them open. You go to Memphis, Tennessee, maybe put Tora Tora on the bill. Of course, that's the band that sang Walking Shoes, and that's Mr. Morrison's take on that. I do thank Janaki for charming in the studio. It's always great to have her here on my videos.
Anytime, always great to be here.
Yes, definitely. And once again, BRET Michaels does say that Poison returning to the road in 2026. He's positive that everything's going to work out. Any comments? Leave them after the message after the video. Shame, shame, shame.